Apparently, you guys are worried about the word smorf, Smorf, and I was more worried about a word that's spelled O-I with a P on top of the O. It's actually a food in Hawaii that's like a carrot or something. They crush it up out of a taro root or I don't know. So I was more worried about that. And if I had to draw that food in a cartoon form, it would look like this. And like, why was Jesus so important? Like, do you think Jesus would want him to be worshipped over anybody else? The whole point of Jesus was to make sure everybody gets treated like your neighbor. His exact words were written in the Bible. He wants everybody to treat everybody like their neighbor. That means when I'm at Walmart or Kmart or Shopko, and side note, they're getting rid of all the cool named stores, I treat these people I'm around like my neighbor. But we don't do that as humans because, like, we're so worried about the words money and dude and never mind. Like, this is not my fault. I did not invent the English language. I'm pretty sure I did not. I have not yet to Google who did. However, you need to learn other languages. It should be called a heartberry. You're going to call a strawberry something. It should be called a heartberry. Not a strawberry. I'm just throwing that out there. Serdichne Yagodo. Serdichne Yagodo. That means heartberry in Russian. Or Russia. I think they might not even say Russia like Russia. They might say Russia a different way. I don't know how they pronounce Russia in Russia. I don't think it's the same. Because Hawaii is not Hawaii in Russia. They named it something else. Don't know if that's the only language that does those things. And I might have to find out because you Americans are mean and rude. Not to me, to yourself. Making up rules about an apple. And the forbidden fruit was probably the heartberry. I don't know why they just didn't write heartberry in the Bible. Somebody knew that back then. Like, the government probably hid it. Maybe. Or maybe they just didn't know. I don't know. But Jesus didn't even speak English. He spoke Hebrew. And I'm pretty sure if you're not gonna read the Bible in Hebrew, you're not gonna understand exactly what was trying to be said, because other languages say boy good, car green, girl stupid. They pronounce their nouns first and then describe them. In American English, in English as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they do. And I don't think Hispanics, or the Spanish language, pardon me, I don't know. I like Russian more than I do Spanish. I have nothing against Spanish people. The language is just different. And all languages are different except for Spanish and English as far as I know. I know about Orient language. Doesn't matter what Orient language you speak, it's all going to be the same. And it doesn't matter. Like French, I don't know. Like, I don't want to talk about the French because I think they're there might be a reason why my daughter said she wanted to move to Paris. But you gotta understand, foreign language people that live in their country don't like English speaking people. They outnumber us. They outnumber the Spanish and the English. There are more people on earth speaking different languages besides Spanish and English than any other languages. So I don't think the Spanish language really has any problems. It's the English people that get confused over some apple, and then you just somehow you sit there and think the word dude, money, the word dude, money, and never mind are words you shouldn't say. Like, there was only one word I choose not to say, and that was the letter of that food in Hawaii, spelled O-I with a P on top of the O. Like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. I ain't never eaten that food. I heard about it the other day. It just does not sound good to me. And that picture I showed you of that was drawn months ago. Like, if I would have been born in a foreign language country and went through the psychological head trauma that I did, I wouldn't be so poor and broke and lonely at the moment. I would have my family. I would have my wife. However, because of you guys and your money word and dude word, and the word never mind, like, apparently, like, you guys probably aren't going to get the message. And like, I'm not Jesus. Like, I'm Moses. Like, you guys worry about Jesus so much, but you don't even know what the guy went through. First of all, Jesus was like brown. He wasn't Caucasian. So, like, I don't know why all these Caucasians are so racist, but yet so into Jesus. Like, you guys are weird. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't a good dude or nothing. But if he was alive today, he would be very, very ashamed at the way you treat everybody. And I know the English people aren't the only violent people on the planet. I understand that. But within language, there are rules. And the English language has some stupid rules that aren't even real. And we went over that in the beginning of the video. And you guys don't know what to think. Like, oh, I don't know what to do. Well, you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn to understand that there are conscious teams in every language except English. Like, watch out for the water. Like, you guys are running around and being dumb. How many times have I said a word in this video that it describes another noun, but I wasn't talking about that noun? I ain't run into that with Russian language. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I don't know if they have two nouns named the same object. Like, I'm talking about me and I'm saying I, but I'm also talking about my eye, but I see the sea by the beach. Like, yeah, this language is the worst language to speak because it's so stupid. Like, it's just retarded. And I don't mean to use that word, but even the people that have low IQs are smarter than the people that are functioning in society and making all the money and destroying the planet cup by cup. So, like, if Moses was around in the First Testament, he would have been the closest thing to Jesus at that time. And then Jesus was born. And then you guys worry about him like he walked on water, and it's like, no, Jesus needed glasses. He didn't walk on water, he needed glasses. Unfortunately, I need bifocals in my left eye only. Which is a conundrum within itself because people think that I'm a creepy guy, and it's like, no, my eye's fucked up. But you can feel my eyes when you're around me. But you don't know why I'm black. Like, I close my eyes and go to sleep. That's why I'm black. That's why when I close my eyes, I'm going to breathe in my nose right away and eat, because I'm going to buy me a shadow mask so I can fall asleep. Like, if you guys can't stay in the corner, then I guess I'm going to have to stand up and tell you how to get in here, because without English people, we're never going to get out of this planet. I don't think stuttering exists in other languages that I know of. Unless you're so... That's just... Yeah, I don't even want to go there right now. So you think, like, I'm smoking a cigarette without a filter and I roll my own. Like, there's less chemicals in this pipe tobacco than a regular menthol cigarette that has the cotton filter with that weird little plastic oil, because plastic's made out of oil. And we could replace oil products with hemp, and we could replace trees with hemp too. However, you guys are so worried about marijuana turning you into some wild animal, among with other drugs. Doesn't matter what drug you're doing. It's like, that's why I call it carology, the study of thinking. Like, it's copyrighted under Visual Replacement Therapy 2018. Like, get in the car, man. Like, what are you doing? You guys are running away pretending that, oh, I'm black from the waist down. Like, I close my eyes and I see black. Like, you got some problems with me? What is, like, you're talking to yourself. Like, you're sitting here talking to yourself, convincing yourself you're black from the waist down. And then you get mad at me because I'm talking about it. And it's like, bitch, I practiced closed-eyed meditation for fucking 19 fucking years. After putting a firecracker near my left eye and it blew up and I had to switch eye dominance. Like, I'm sorry you don't know what eye dominance is. Like, look it up. If you don't know what side you're on by now, whether you're on the left or the right, then you need to study some shit. And technically, the shit that I'm talking about is a mommy's job to be telling their kids if the school's not going to do it. But you made me walk into that fucking meditation room and close my eyes and breathe through my nose for an hour without eating, sitting in a lotus position with my right foot crossed on top of my lap on top of my left foot. And you treat me like I'm a creep. Like, I'm not making up dumb rules for myself about fucking stupid shit. And then you don't like me cussing. Like, I don't know any other languages. I'm pissed off that I know only this language. Like, I know some words in other languages. However, that doesn't help me teach myself how to think. Does it? Not when we're naming objects of objects of objects of objects and we got three things meaning the same fucking thing. We got less syllables in the English language for words, and you guys are sitting here thinking Russian's the fucking angry people? Like, no, America's the English language that is the angriest. And then, like, apparently the Londons do their little weird pronunciations with the vowels, so they're probably a little okay. You don't like me? Fine. I will move out of the country. But you're going to have to adapt my studies one day, or when I'm dead, 30 years after I die, I'm going to come back. I'm going to make sure the sun swallows up the earth. Oh, you don't like that word? Well, the sun's going to expand and burn the earth 30 years after I die if you guys cannot just stay in the corner and understand when I close my eyes, I'm black. Like, everybody's the same way. Everybody, every species is the same way. We all sleep. But you guys are afraid of it. Like, I'm afraid of sleep too, but I know how to get there. Enough to where I'm peaceful with myself. I'm not happy I'm alone and don't have a wife, but look at the country I live in. You guys are making up rules about animals. Like, a human's an animal, isn't it?